Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. The old timers had a real specific tool that they made and used to catch chickens with. And there's a lot of reasons why they needed to catch chickens. They typically would just let their chickens run in the yard, and they would open the chicken house and in the morning and then close it back up in the afternoon or evening when the sun started going down and the chickens went in. But a lot of times they would have to catch a chicken for one reason or another, whether they wanted it to butcher and eat, or they wanted to trade it with other farmers. And trading chickens was pretty common, and I seen this for many times when I was a kid growing up. They would trade chickens with other farms and other homesteads to increase the genetic diversity, I guess. They would trade roosters. They would trade chickens back and forth to keep a strong genetic strain in the chickens around here. And so they would have to sometimes go out in the middle of the day and catch a chicken that was running around in the yard. And the tool that they used was something like this guy right here, and they called it a chicken hook. And there are commercially available models like this, but the old timers, they always made it. Every chicken hook I ever seen growing up was always one that was homemade. So I made one here in sort of the style that they used to make. And what they did is they took a straight piece of heavy wire and they would bend it around a pipe to get this curve in it, and then they would put another bend on the end here, and then they would sand or file off this end because they didn't want to hurt the chickens, of course. And they would make this real shallow loop in it here. And what they did is they would use this to snag the feet or the legs of the chickens to hold them down in one place so then they could pick them up. And they would attach that to a sapling that they would go out and they would cut out of the woods, anywhere between usually 5 and 7 feet long. And then they would attach this wire here with a couple of staples. Now, I didn't have all metal staples, so I used plastic electrical staples for this. They would put a couple of staples to hold that in place, and then they would take wire and they would wire this all the way down to hold it in place. And then the old timers would cover this whole thing with some of that old cloth electrical tape. I don't have any cloth electrical tape, so I'm going to actually finish this guy here with some Gorilla tape that I got laying around. But they would use a contraption like this that they would make to great effect to catch chickens. They would move in as close as they could. They would go low along the ground and get that around their leg, and then they would snag them. And then usually they would just set the chicken hook down because the chicken couldn't get out of it at that point. And then they would pick the chicken up and take it out and put it in a burlap sack and trade it with the other farmers. But they would use just a pole out of the woods, just like this, just a regular sapling. But those chicken hooks, there were a lot of times I got told, go out and catch this specific chicken, or grab a chicken for Elmer because he's coming over, he's going to trade us a chicken or a rooster, and I'd be sent out to do that. So I had a lot of time using such a contraption. But anyway, I just wanted to show that to you guys. Just a homemade implement that came in handy around the farm when I was growing up. But anyways, Modern Refugee, appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of this video, and you guys have a good one.